But some experiences I had this week and some conversations I had this week changed my direction just a little bit. How many of you have ever felt judged? I think everybody in this room probably at some point in your life you felt judged, or you've at the very least, you felt like somebody was critically inspecting you to see how you were going to perform and what you were going to do. We were at a job on Monday installing cabinets, and I told my wife, I said, well, I'll take you out to Boudreaux's if you come help me install cabinets. And Debbie hadn't seen the cabinets we were going to install, so she said yes, innocently. And we hopped in the truck and we left to Savannah, and we opened the door, and there were cabinets that were 6 feet long and 5 foot tall, made out of MDF. If you know what that is, it's heavy. And Debbie stayed with me all morning and worked with me. And if you ever worked cattle with your spouse, anybody ever had that experience? I think installing cabinets could be like working cattle as a couple. But we had somebody inspecting us, somebody watching us the whole time. There was a little lady in the house that we were working at, and she sat in a chair right over here while we worked right there. And I don't know if y'all know what it's like to have somebody watch you while you work. Amen. The stress level goes up and up and up, does it not? Somebody that works with their hands or that does anything, you know that when somebody's watching you, it's a different thing. So she was watching us, and we struggled in, and Debbie, we call her muscles at our house. She did good. She got up to here, but to get from here to there takes a whole different set of muscles, that last little bit, right? And we couldn't get it. And this thing was tipping forward, and then the little lady was getting out of her chair and trying to grab the cabinet, and I was my stress level's up in here. But when somebody's watching and you feel like you're being, it's tough, folks. And I think all of us have been in a situation at some point in your life where you felt uncomfortable. You felt like you were out of your element. You didn't fit in. You felt like somebody was kind of giving you the side eye. There was something that, maybe it was a social situation that you just felt like, you didn't fit with this group, or maybe it was an economic situation. Years ago, my brother bought this little yellow Geo Metro convertible, and we had it for a whole 3 weeks. And it was a yellow. It was this tall and about this long, and we parked it out in front of my house because we used to sell everything. The whole family sold stuff in front of my house right on the highway, and when you came to church, you knew what we were selling that week. Well, I had this little car. I told Debbie, let's go take a ride in this little car. And Debbie looked at the little car, and she had no interest in going anywhere in the little Geo Metro convertible. But we got in the little car, and we took off. And as we started to see people we knew, she started to sit lower in the seat. Maybe you've looked at somebody else and thought, they should do better. They should be better. Or they should make better choices. Or, just looked at something about them, and you had a sense of, and you didn't even, you knew where you were in the right as a Christian, so you didn't call it judgment. But you judged them. You valued them based on something. And maybe it was past knowledge of their history, or stories that you heard about them, or the way that they dressed, or the type of job that they had.